It's really hard to believe that it was 6 years ago that the world shut down due to COVID. Hard to believe that it was that long ago. It seems like we were dealing with this just yesterday. And in some respects, it seems like it was forever ago. One of the things that happened during COVID in our industry was that a lot of people scrambled and learned how to do things virtually. There were people that learned how to do magic shows virtually. We did caricatures and psychic fairs. We did game shows and tried a whole lot of other things in order to keep our clients engaged and to allow people to have some fun during what was a very bleak time. One of the things that I found fascinating was that during COVID, a lot of our clients said, even when things return to quote unquote normal, we're going to continue to do virtual events. We love the impact that it has. For my clients, a lot of them saw people that had never come to events before were showing up at these virtual events for a lot of different reasons. For some of them, it just worked with their schedules better. For others, it was the ability to be at home, deal with family, kids, or whatever they had going on in their lives, and still being able to take 10 or 15 minutes out to get a psychic reading done or a caricature drawn. It engaged so many different people. There were people, and there still are, that really don't like crowds and don't feel comfortable going to events with a large number of people. The virtual events worked great for them. They were able to be in the comfort of their own home or with a very small group of friends, and they were able to still participate. There was always a lot of good back and forth banter between college students when I was moderating some of these events, and it was really fun to see and fun to watch. I loved watching people do paint parties in their own rooms or at home or with a very small group of friends that were kind of in their bubble. And yet, being able to share that experience with friends, family, colleagues, coworkers, and other students. I really loved a lot of what came out of those virtual programs. One of the things that I've noticed is that even though many companies still have remote workers or hybrid workers, and many students today still take a lot of their classes online, virtually, and don't ever step foot on campus, we've abandoned all these ideas and we've abandoned all these great programs that were developed during the pandemic. Many college presidents and upper level administrators, as soon as it was healthy enough to open their campuses, said no more virtual programming. They wanted it to look like things were back to quote unquote normal. However, we've lost the ability to engage some of those students that showed up at those virtual programs. Some of those students that don't attend classes on campus and don't really have a large friend group. Those people that have no desire to leave their homes at 6 or 7 o'clock at night to go back to campus to participate in a program. I think we're missing a great opportunity to continue to engage and entertain people that are not on campus or not in their offices. We've seemed to just decide that, yep, now that things are quote unquote back to normal, we have to program in person only. Again, unfortunately, some of those folks that really enjoyed those virtual programs are being left out in the cold. Maybe it's time to consider whether or not we want to go back to at least a small slate of virtual programs so that they can include absolutely everybody.